of you had an iPad as your textbook. Now, because algebra is seriously boring,
algebra is seriously boring,
most of you would swipe your screen and change to another app. Now, instead of learning algebra, you'd be watching YouTube for the rest of the evening. Now, this happens every time in my class. During me and Rehan's ICTL class, the teacher would usually blabber about Photoshop, video editing, and honestly, I don't really.
And honestly,
I don't really care what
I don't care.
And honestly, I don't care what she's talking about. I usually open up my Twitter account and check my Twitter feed. Now, this shows that tablet is a major distraction.
Tablets are a major distraction. Stress the major.
Tablets are a major distraction. Textbook, on the other hand, you can only read about the algebra, so there's nothing to be distracted.
There is nothing to distract you.
There's nothing.
Stress the nothing.
There's nothing to be distracted about. Besides being distracted, my second point is that tablets requires constant charging.
Tablets require constant charging.
Now, tablets. Sorry. Every electronical device requires energy.
What did he say? Every electronic device requires
energy.
One more time. Every electronic device requires constant charging.
Every electronic device requires charging. Now, this means that all tablets requires an electrical source. Now, I'm guessing that all of you are wondering, why don't we just put an electrical socket on each table? I know that's a good idea, but
I know that is a good idea,
but it requires time and money. Besides, when you're stick to an electrical cord, you're much less flexible, and this is very hard to read. Now, because you're stuck with an electrical wire, it's very hard for you to, for example, lean back or twist the tablet. Twist is that the right word?
Yeah.
Twist the tablet. Now, compared to a textbook, textbooks does not require an electrical cord, so it's very versatile, is it?
Very versatile, yes.
Very versatile.
You can read the textbook anywhere.
For example, at the park or in a class without an electrical source.
You can even read your textbook. While you're in the toilet.
Now, this shows that tablets are a bad system because they require charging compared to textbook. And for my third point, which is tablets tend to break apart. Now, we always face these challenges such as...
Wait, what do you mean? Break apart or break down? Break apart means they come to pieces. Break down. Yeah, they're spoiled. Damaged.
Can use both.
Okay, then break down and break apart.
Okay. For my third point, tablets tend to break down and break apart. Why? Because first, tablets tend to be infected by viruses. Second, tablets are usually damaged when you drop them. And third, tablets are usually the victims of being stolen.
How does that come under break apart and break down?
Oh yeah, that's changing the just take two.
Okay.
Okay, tablets are really easy to break apart when you drop them, and they're also really easy to be infected by virus. Now, if you take the textbook, for example, it can be affected by virus, and it does not break when you drop them. Now,
Continue.
because of this, textbook is really, really easier to take care of. And and
Summarize. Well, let me repeat the points. The reasons.
now let me repeat the point why tablet is not a good system.
It's not a good system.
It's not a good system in the school industry. First,
The
because
school industry?
in the learning industry.
Are we in an industry here?
Yes.
System.
Yeah, the learning system. First, because it is a major distraction.
It is a major distraction.
It's a major distraction.
Stress the major.
Is a major distraction. Second, because it requires constant charging.
Because it requires constant
It
charging.
requires constant charging. And lastly, because it is easy to break down and break apart. Now, with all the reasons, I think that the textbook is much, much better than a tablet. Thank you.
Where's the persuasion part? Therefore,
Therefore,
I'd like to persuade.
I like to persuade all of you.
I'd like to persuade all of you.
All of you.
I'd like to persuade all of you.
I like to persuade all of you to not use a tablet. I like to persuade all of you to not use a tablet and stick to our textbook. Thank you.
Okay. Clap, clap.